Ukraine's military intelligence says it confirms use of Musks Starlink by Russian forces.
This post received a score of 8,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Okay, help me figure this out. If Starlink is considered a military equipment, or dual-use type, why it's not regulated as such? If not, why can't Russia use it, just like commercial drone systems?
Starlink is not considered a military equipment per se, but it can be used for military purposes by different actors. The U.S. Air Force has tested Starlink to support communications with fighter jets, and the Ukrainian military has used Starlink to operate drones and coordinate artillery strikes against Russian forces. Starlink is not officially available in Russia, which is subject to economic sanctions due to its invasion of Ukraine. SpaceX has stated that it does not sell or market Starlink in Russia, nor does it ship equipment to locations in Russia.
Greater than Starlink is not considered a military equipment per se, but it can be used for military purposes by different actors. That is the definition of a dual-use good. I personally thought dual-use goods were all sanctioned and they would not be sold to Russia. Furthermore, every bit of U.S. technology must be cleared by U.S. customs authorities as soon as 60% of the hardware is American-made, before it is shipped to another country. This also includes tech and logical know-how and services.
Goes to an intermediate country, likely a country still under the CSTO like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. Then once in it is brought to Russia. Starlink can't geo-fence the area without disrupting Ukraine operations. But what they likely can do is see the serial numbers for the equipment, and they likely have a list of all equipment sold to Ukraine. So if it's being used in Ukraine and not on the list, they should be bricking it, in my opinion. Or handing over its data.
They shouldn't be able to hand over data because it should be encrypted client-side. If Starlink can read the traffic, we're in for some huge problems. If your software is not encrypting the data before handing it off to the network layer, you can just assume it isn't encrypted. Even if the Starlink uplink itself is encrypted, it would still have to be decrypted before being pushed out of the Starlink network to the wider internet. Encryption of layer 1 and 2 does not provide security at layer 3 and above. This lesson in networking brought to you by today's sponsor Tor. Done ya worry. Musk can disable those like he did those Ukrainian naval drones. I'm sure he is going to get right on that. Any day now.
Hard to geofence them if they are used by Russians in Ukraine, since that would mean the Ukrainian Starlinks also get disabled. They can't be used on Russian territory, but they can be used at the front line.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.